Hey there folks, what's going on? My name is Rabbit and welcome to episode number 49 of Let's Play Paladin's Quest on the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. In our last episode, we finally were able to report back to Chesney's old teacher and the headmaster of the magic school, who did inform us that we needed to make a beeline for Chesney's hometown known as Reiyold. So we are here in Ratzark. We recruited two new-ish faces. We had seen them ages and ages ago, and they essentially told us to go fuck ourselves because we were far too weak for them to even entertain talking to us and hanging out with us. But, you know, they had a change of heart and change of tune because now they are in our party. Their names are, oh, if I can bring my shit up, you guys. We've got Peppy, no relation to Le Pew, and we've got Hawk, who looks very interesting and mysterious. And if I had to pick one over the other, I think I'm leaning a little bit more towards Hawk, but we'll see. We haven't actually witnessed either of them in battle quite yet, so we'll save any true assessments of them for later. But with all of that being thrown out there, let's go ahead and hop onto the rope network here in Ratzark. And I'm not sure if this is going to just take us immediately to the town of Reiyold, or if it's just going to throw us into a new area and we'll have to walk there. Looks like it's the latter, as we're just observing while I'm chit-chatting here. But before we hop down, would this just take us back, I guess? It seems like the very topmost floor is always the boarding floor, and then the second story is the departure floor. Or at least that's how it appears to me. But, you know, don't hold me to that because it's not like I have looked that incredibly closely. Now, how the hell, do you guys see this? There are rocks blocking us. Can we, oh, we can walk across this marshy, swampy terrain here. And it doesn't look like I'd be able to loop back around this way. Bear with me, folks. I want to make sure we're not missing any chests. And the good news is, and probably the bigger deal with our recruits, more so than even showing their faces and stating their names, is that we do have peace back as a tool for us, so that hopefully we won't just be getting into a bunch of random bullshit fight. Oh, well, I take that back. I guess because we are technically in a new area, the monsters are going to be stronger, and it's my understanding that peace really only... Hold on, y'all. You guys already know I just get so into what I'm doing that I'll stop paying attention, or I'll get into what I'm saying that I'll stop paying attention. So let me make sure I know what's going on. And we've gotten a few new spells that I really would like to know more about. Like, we did see Higher, which is kind of a permanent S tavern, really. So that's kind of nice that we have that with Hawk. If anything, that makes me feel as though I want to have Hawk permanently in my party, but, you know, I don't want to make that call right now. Okay, let's just try take HP. I think this is going to be some sort of vampiric ability where it will take a percentage of the damage dealt to... Oh, or maybe it won't. Hold on, y'all. Let me not get ahead of myself. Did it work? I don't think it did. Oh, well, it did, but very poorly, so we won't be holding out for using take HP again in the future. But anyway, so what I was starting to say before I got sidetracked here was that peace, I think, really only keeps away enemies that are lower levels. So it makes sense, and holy shit, this thing looks a little scary. And I probably should not be letting my HP get too low. I don't know how tough the creatures here will be. So let's try to keep our eyes open. So we've got the, oh god, again, I can never remember what does what, and we know that the defeat abilities are misnamed or mislabeled, possibly mistranslated. I guess I don't know who really to blame that on. We'll try ATS. I don't think we saw really what it did. So Flame Dawn, get ready. Wait, what is this doing? What is this doing? It doesn't look like it did anything. ATS, maybe it just boosts your attack for one person, but I don't think I even had the chance to choose. I think it just automatically applied the effect to Hawk. So I don't know, you guys. I've given up on really trying to figure out what every single spell and ability does. Which is, it's fine. I think we're to the point now where we are so OP. We don't really need to worry too much about what anything does. Even if we make a grave error and cast a spell that ends up killing one of our party members, it'll be all right. So we've got DFTA. I think this is the one that's single target. The DFTS is the AoE. And then I think DFTP was the one that was like this one right here to the right of the icon, I think is the suicide ability. I believe so, but you know, don't hold me to that. So we'll just try it out. We'll see what ends up happening. And absolutely nothing. Oh yeah, because I think Crush is another one of those abilities that it's hit or miss if it's going to actually fucking apply. Seems like sometimes it loves absolutely slaying the enemies, and then other times it just doesn't want to do anything at all, which I guess it's fine. As you can see, you guys, I try not to sweat the small stuff. I feel it's so easy to get annoyed by things not applying like they should or triggering like they should, but you know what? We're so far into gameplay. Challenge it. Wait a minute. Did Hawk play an instrument and it attempted to freeze and or put to sleep this enemy? I think that's the effect that we just saw. That is quite interesting. Oh my gosh. And all right, it took the Flame Dawn just an extraordinarily ridiculous amount of time to die. So we're not gonna pussyfoot around here too much. We looked up at the top, we looked over to the right hand bottom. I think we are good to go more northwestward. And hopefully Reiyold will be fairly close by, because I don't want to be running around and rummaging through garbage forever. But I'll do it if I have to. Oh, do you guys know what I kind of forgot to do? Since we have a new squad, I need to see what effects their non-weapons have, or the non-offensive equipment has. Because we've seen with some of the other ones, yeah, I know game thanks, that Peace has had no effect since we got here. But we saw with our last crew that various cloaks and crowns and all that good stuff will apply healing effects, and I'm not sure if Peppy or Hawk have that. Granted, we've got mega bottles galore, so I don't think it'll make a big difference either way, but oh my gosh, this perspective is throwing me off that they started us north of the town. But hold on, before we get too crazy with town exploration, I'm assuming this is Reiyold that we are at. But we'll find out shortly either way. I did want to share that Medea got a level at the end of that fight, and even more importantly than that, we were able to get an S-Sweat drop from those Flame Dawns. So let's go ahead and just give it to Chesney, I guess. Don't think it's going to make a huge difference. And it's Slimy Sweat and does grant him max HP increase of 18 points. So that's pretty nice, actually. I guess if you are feeling lucky, you can mess around with those Flame Dawns and maybe you can get one or two of those drops. I don't know what the percentage would be that they happen to fall. And there's no way, I guess, I have the energy or interest in calculating that sort of stat. But there you go. Just thought I'd throw that out there to you guys. Anyway, this fella says, hey, you're Chesney, aren't you? Welcome back to Reiyold. Take it easy. All right, so we are here, friends. Home, sweet home. Or at least I'm hoping it's going to be sweet. It might be more bittersweet. We'll see. Water, I think both of them have it, or at least Chesney does. Let me triple check though. Okay, so we're good on water, and what the fuck? We're good on air, so not really sure when it's going to let us learn some of the other abilities we don't have. Maybe there are just some spells that you never find spell shops for? Is this guy gonna talk to me, or is he gonna keep fucking running? If you sail straight out from this village, you will come to the sea hemisphere. There are rumors of a strange island there, but no one has ever returned from there. If I were younger, I'd go with you, but you can't get there aboard an ordinary ship. Ooh, is that a little hint that we might find ourselves with the ship eventually? Or something that maybe we can fly on? If the dragon's still feeling up to it, I guess that would be an option. Oh my god, I feel like medicine here is hella cheap, so we'll buy some. I did use some of my bottles outside of fights. Didn't quite have the chance to discover what all Hawk and Pepe, why am I saying Pepe? It's Peppy, clearly. What they have in terms of any additional effects with their equipment. There are rumors that immortals who know all live in the sea hemisphere. Okay, interesting. What do you have to say, sir? Chesney, is that you? You've sure gotten big. Go see your mother, quick. I'm working on it, bro. I can only look at one place at a time. And loot one place at a time, which is really what I should say, because that's the real value of going in and out of people's houses. Wouldn't be a JRPG without that mechanic, my friends. Let's see what's in this one. This town actually strikes me as being a little bit big. So I'm going to have to do my best to make sure I don't overlook any of the huts. But so far, we're 0 for 2. There was nothing in either of those houses, or am I just fucking up? Hey, Chesney, cute girl you got with you. She your bride? You going to get married in this village? Well, that's a lot of nosy questions, bitch. I don't know if I even know you. Well, I guess I do know her since she recognized me, but how well do I really know you? Don't think too well, lady. Ever since that disaster, we haven't been able to catch a single fish. This village is doomed to... Well, I'd say if you can't catch fish, it's wow, is this just going to kick me out? And the answer to that is yes. All right, game, I see you. I have to throw out there, I don't like this perspective one teensy tiny bit. I would guess this is Chesney's house. So let's wait before we get too overenthusiastic and just head in there. Chesney, you remember me? I know, but I should say yes, right? Yes? Oh, so you do remember me. Then pay me back the 300 gold I loaned you. Okay? Heh, introduce me to that nice girl, okay? So he stole 300 gold from me, okay. Good thing that's absolutely nothing, and I could get into one fight outside and make way more of that back, kid. But you do whatever you gotta do to get that hustle going. I can save your progress up to now, shall I? No, we just got started. Oh, Chesney, long time no see. We haven't caught a single fish recently. I hear there was a disaster. I wonder if that could be the reason? No comment. Oh, hold on. Don't mind me. And there we go. Another S-sweat. So pretty nice, actually. I feel like we got a nice little freebie, and then we pilfered the other one. Hey, if that kid gets to get away with stealing my shit, I have no regrets about taking an S-sweat that someone just was leaving on their shelf. Like, if you're not going to use it, it's going to go bad. And yes, I am making excuses to justify Chesney's theft. What of it? Let's give this to Medea. Oh, okay, it is the same thing. I was about to say, wait, what? But it is Slimy Sweat still. I'm just being a space cadet, you know, the usual. And she does see a 17-point increase to her max HP. All right, I guess that's it for the town. This is a little underwhelming, I would say, but I suppose our purpose for coming here was to speak with our mother, not really to do any sightseeing, so I'm not sure why I had these expectations. And oh, my mom is cute. She's green hair. Chesney, is that you? Oh, let me look at your face. You look well. You've become famous. I'm so happy. You must be tired. Tonight, you and your friends rest. Don't say anything. Aw, what a good, loving mom. But where's my dad? Fucking bums, man. Fucking bums. But our mom is legitimately adorable. I see. That must have been terrible. Oh, now I remember. From what I heard the fishermen talking about, on Dasden Island in the open sea, a wonderful sword lies hidden. Ah, so this is the information she had. Wait a minute, but how did the headmaster of Gabnid's magic school know that my mom would know about a sword? I assumed she was going to tell me something about who I am. And maybe she still will. Let her continue, I suppose. Why don't you go get it? Ask the elder fisherman to lend you a boat and go see. Elder fisherman. I feel like we talked to everyone and there wasn't an elderman anywhere, or an elder. Unless it was the guy that was in the house we were just at, that we got the S-sweat. We'll go back there first. Welcome back. Did you go to Dasden Island? Go to bed if you're tired. No. You're not the boss of me, Mom. And here we go, another S Tavern. It's a little bit of overkill at this point because we can just recruit whomever our hearts very well desire. Well, almost whomever. We saw that we were missing nails, and it wouldn't surprise me if one or two other folks are also not on that list, but I'm not going to worry too much about it. Okay, I think you're the elder or the mayor. What? Yes. Okay, you are. You want to borrow a boat? That's an easy enough thing to do. It's right over... Oh, excuse me, you guys. I'm like choking over here on my own tongue. Oh my gosh. First time being alive, Rabbit? Yes. Okay. It's right over there. Take it yourself. But you can't go out to sea in it. Wait, why? Why can't I take it out to sea? Oh my gosh, y'all. Oh, and there it is. It just magically popped up. You know, I'm a little pissed off about this kid taking my money. I should just drag him over here into this cave and beat his ass. But we can't because we're children of the light, so we're just going to ignore all of his bullshit. And I can actually control this time. Every other time we've gotten access to a boat or to something that allows us to fly. Huh. it's automatically kind of steered. That's crazy, you guys. Well, all right, we've got our first true encounter out on the ocean, or I guess this isn't the ocean. Is this the sea? Is that the same thing? I think he just said, though, we couldn't take it to sea. So maybe it's like a river or a lake. Don't ask me, you guys. I don't know that much about water-based geography, so give me just a break. And okay, I'm going to throw out here right now, I'm finding Peppy a little underwhelming. So I think what's more than likely going to happen, we'll keep him for the rest of this episode, which honestly is only going to be another minute or two. We'll get to the island, and then we'll call it quitsies. But I think I'm going to test out Hawk's, what is it called? Higher, I think is the name of the spell. And we're going to pull from that pool, oh my god, that did absolutely nothing, of folks, and maybe we'll revisit Chakan or Lily, or honestly, I almost feel like putting Mouth back in my team is the way to go. But Blades wasn't that bad either. So, I don't feel 100% confident in what team lineup is going to be the absolute best for me, but I think this is the hole we more than likely need to drop in. So what do you say, friends? Together, we're gonna let Peppy go. He's okay. He has a decent amount of HP, and I think he brings okay spells. Honestly, I don't think Hawk is that amazing either. Maybe I just really got accustomed to using Nails and Mouth, but for sure Peppy's gonna go. Yes, I'm sure. It was a short acquaintance, but a happy one. Let's meet again if chance permits. And this sucks too, because Peppy is the asshole that asked for 8,000 gold. I almost feel like there's some sort of commentary from the dev team here, because most of the people that we've paid for ended up being not maybe necessarily trash. That's a bit extreme for me to say, but they end up being, I think, oftentimes far more underwhelming than some of the randoms that we take chances on. But maybe that's just me, And he should be in here because it looks like we have an extra, but I'm not seeing him. Where the fuck did he go? Oh, there he is, Peppy, right here. We are missing a few people, but I can't really see who it is. I feel like we're missing at least 2, if not 3 or 4 folks, but whatever. We're not gonna sweat it. We'll bring Mouth back, and Blades might be revisiting our party as well, or Bean. And I guess we never really gave Chen a try either. Okay, this might be crazy, but why don't we recruit Chen? Because if you guys do recall, maybe you don't, because we had him for all of like 2 minutes, but he was the fella that seemed like he was more of a martial artist, and his stats were kind of trash. And I immediately was introduced to, I believe it was Blades, after we recruited Chen, so I ended up letting him go before we even saw him in battle. So why don't we have him for at least 1 episode, and following his performance, which more than likely will not be what I'm looking for, we'll swap him out with Mouth. I think that'll be the general plan, just so that we can say we did legitimately give every single mercenary and every single recruit a try. Anyway, Chen's voice can be heard from the heavens. It's been a long time. Shall I join you again? Like, just look at his info, you guys. Do you remember this? I mean, he looks really cool. He's missing an ear, and he's a karate master. That's what he even says, but he's got nothing on his body, and he has no magic. So I am expecting this to be a total flop, but let it never be said that I did not try him. I fucking did it. You all are my witnesses here in episode number 49. So with that being said and done, we will go ahead and part ways here. And oh my god, it's another one of these ruins areas? Very weird, but okay, friends, y'all already know the drill. We will part ways here, and when we come back together in episode number 50 of our Let's Play of Paladin's Quest on the Super Nintendo Entertainment System, we will make our way through this. I'm guessing it's just another set of the ruins. It appears to me as though all of them are connected, but we just don't have access to all of the doors yet, so I don't know if they'll open up eventually. But point being that there is some allegedly nice weapon here that our mom told us about, so I'm hoping that we will be able to pluck it from the depths of this area without being here for like 5 million episodes. We'll see. Fingers crossed, y'all. But until our upcoming episode, take care, be good, and I, your host Rabbit, am excited to have you guys here for this journey with me. So I'll see you all very soon.